Nahaginisiga. Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful day and that you're really taking action today to create space for you. Today is episode 1 of my 5-day series this week. And this week, we're going to talk about the heart wall and how to discover this. So, in this episode, we're going to talk about the origin of this energetic heart wall and how it can improve your immune system. And if you don't know anything about the heart wall, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So a heart wall is an energetic barrier we put up to create space so we don't absorb negativity, we reject negative relationships. What is creating this is a fear of rejection, fear of being hurt again. I know a lot of you out there have had many heartaches. And what we do is, we create that wall so we don't get hurt again and we don't have to experience these negative things again. And if you've experienced that, comment below. I guarantee you have a heart wall as well. So my experience with the heart wall is it had created a space where I wasn't receiving love. I was in these negative relationships. I didn't feel love. I didn't feel compassion from others. I wasn't receiving. And it created a lot of anxiety for myself. And as I started working on releasing my heart wall, I started opening up more. I allowed myself to receive love. I allowed myself to really step into a place of healing. And when I do emotion code sessions with people, before we even really get into what is causing their illnesses and misalignments in their bodies, this is the number one thing I start with is, do you have a heart wall? Because the heart wall does have a negative effect. What it can cause is heart attacks, anxiety, depression. It can lower your immune system, and it can cause neck and shoulder pain. So if you're feeling any of these things, let me know, because we want to address this as quickly as possible. A lot of us like to put a Band-Aid on our problems, but what is happening is the body holds on to it. So you're really not letting things go. You have suppressed it, and now the body is going to respond in a negative way. So don't suppress it, address it. So what we want to do with a heart wall is we really want to understand what it's doing for us and allow ourselves to step into this positive space where we don't need that heart wall anymore. But what happens is we need to create positive boundaries. So boundaries is a really good thing when you are releasing a negative heart wall. So when we do that, we have to feel safe feeling positive emotions, and we need to allow ourselves to feel okay when we experience the negative. We don't want to put up this barrier anymore because we don't want it to create health problems, anxiety, depression, the feeling of loneliness. We want that to let go. And this is the way to do it, is by addressing your heart wall and allowing yourself to step into this positive space where you get to make positive boundaries and you create a space where you receive love, light, and positivity. So how the heart wall can support your immune system and release these things is, what happens is in the body, when you suppress negative emotions and you build up this barrier, it kind of goes like right in front of you. I've seen heart walls miles long. So there is a symbolic thing that is created because, we have to attain it. The subconscious mind always tries to put this layer of imagery. So what happens is we create this space where, it could be out here. It could be huge. But your body physically feels it. You feel this pressure. You feel like you're underwater sometimes. You feel like maybe people can't reach you, or that you're blocking out even when you get a personal hug. And so what happens is our immune system feels it. when we have a heart wall, you have anxiety, you have depression. So your body is constantly in this fight or flight mode, right? So your adrenaline's pumping. It takes 24 hours for adrenaline to be released from the body. But imagine if you're constantly stressed, you constantly have anxiety, you are fearful, you have all these things. Well, you're producing more and more adrenaline, so you're not releasing it. So what happens is when you're in a fight or flight mode, your body is putting all its blood into your muscles. It doesn't care about your immune system. It doesn't care about anything else, like your organs, your immune system, your respiratory system. It doesn't really care about it. Right now, it's kicking in to your muscles because it wants you to respond quickly. And so what that does is you're already lowering your immune system. Your organs are not getting the enough support that it needs. And so what we need to do by releasing that heart wall, you release that intense emotions from the body that are causing these organs to feel suppressed and the immune system to feel suppressed because it's not having to have that fight or flight response in a 24-hour like space, like it's not moving. And so what I've experienced with working with my clients, working with myself, is just by releasing a heart wall. I had this man who had this really bad back pain. And he also had it was starting to develop into a thyroid cancer. And we were working on his heart wall. And we released about 10 trapped emotions. And I had him walk around. And before we even started working on those physical elements that were out of alignment, we were just working on his heart wall. And his pain dropped from a 10 to a 0. And I'm not making this up. This is like legit stuff. His pain dropped. It was completely gone. And once we really started working, we released the heart wall during the second session. He came back with his report from his MRI scan, and the thyroid cancer had disappeared. And I still get chills thinking about this. But it was just from releasing the heart wall. So imagine if you have this barrier, you're not going to receive love. You're not going to receive these positive emotions that you deserve. Your immune system is going to be depleted. Your organs aren't going to be functioning at 100% like they should be. So we really want to really dive in this week on how to release a heart wall and how do we even get into the space of not creating one. So comment below if you put a little heart. If you are jumping on the replay, say #heartwall. So I can muscle test and see if you have a heart wall. I am offering heart wall sessions, so reach out to me because we really want to take action in your life so you don't have to constantly go through this pain and heartache. So comment below. Tell me this week how your week is going. I love hearing from all of you. And I can't wait to share tomorrow's episode with you. And make sure to tune in, subscribe, so you're receiving notifications that I'm going live. And I love you all. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.